So this is kind of weird. So this is an inner seat.
Don't look before you take a fall. Who knows when you could lose it all? The medications, your sensation have left you out in the cold. You pray and hope for better days. You're just a kid who loves their own way.
What is going on, dudes? My name is Dmitri. Welcome back to From the Three Houses. So first things first, we're gonna acknowledge this. There we go. Yeah, if you saw my post, something pretty crazy happened. Like 2 Wednesdays, kind of, I don't know. It's about a week and a half ago as of recording this. Almost 2 weeks. No details. Doesn't really matter. So it's there. Yeah. We're just gonna leave it at that. And I decided to let it heal because I had to get stitches in this one here. So I didn't really want to record while all that was happening. But anyways, in the last episode, what the hell did we do? Oh yeah, we did the RHEA rebirth ceremony. That was the last thing we did. So pretty cool stuff. In this episode we're going to explore like normal. I think we have some certifications we can do, which I might wait until... Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, that's right. We have 4 of us that can advance seal. So how many advanced seals, actually intermediate, excuse me, and I'm not even a high enough level to do that yet. So I need to get my C's better. My C's better, I said. My sword, that's what I meant to say. Okay. How many advanced seals do we even have? Do we have 3? We have 2. I said advanced, but I meant intermediate. We have 2. We'll need to buy one. But you can be a cavalier. So let's let my boy class up. He might not have actually maxed out the skills for that other class.
Good results.
His magic and luck went up. Not too bad. No, he did not actually master that beginner class. So I could have him go back to that if I want to. But for now, I think we're okay. Let's actually... Oops, that's not what I even want to do. I keep clicking all the wrong buttons. Well, he has that class that I can change it back if I want to. But to do can be either an armor knight or a brigand. I imagine this one's probably better because it also includes heavy armor, and he's in, like, kind of an armored unit. I was thinking I wanted him to be a brawler, but, like, he's way better at, like, heavy armor and axes, so...
I passed.
Yes, you did. He probably didn't max out that class either. I imagine they haven't had him for a while. Yeah. So I need to see what the stats that you get from, such as this one, what he would get. Skill experience bonus. Oh, is that what it would be? It would just up his axes, bows, and brawling. Yeah. Okay. So it's not actually that big of a deal because it doesn't give him any class bonuses. So that's not too bad. It's probably the same here with Dimitri's. Yeah. So that's good. Alright, so maybe it's not a big deal that I got them out of that. But anyways, Ingrid now. You can become... where are these things? What? You have a lock for 4 of them. Oh, I don't have any seals, that's right. I'm like, wait, why is it all grayed out? Okay, so I'm gonna buy her... I might just buy a bunch of advanced seals, actually. Or intermediate. I keep saying advanced. So we're going to buy 4 of these. Because we're probably going to have a couple more people get there very soon. So we can make you a mercenary, a thief, a cavalier, or a Pegasus Knight. But I think it's pretty obvious. I want her to be a Pegasus Knight. Because she's just really good at flying. And that's just kind of what she is the Pegasus Knight.
I must continue to work hard.
Indeed. And you can become that class. Battalion has been assigned. Okay. That's fine. It's really not like I use it much anyway. Alright, let's go! So this is here.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
It's a great question. I probably don't know. Okay, sauna time! Yes, we finally get to unlock that. I also need to do, we'll do some more of these. Ooh! That's right, we can do tea with RHEA. Garrick Mock's sauna. It's literally like right next door to me. Have you ever been to a sauna? No.
Hey, I could use a hand.
God, his voice sounds so familiar. I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter. Alright, let's do the sauna. Because I'm actually interested in the sauna. Okay, you can invite someone to join you in the sauna where you both strengthen your bond and improve your physical condition. Relax in the sauna without overheating. Both participants will see improved results in faculty training or instruction they receive during this moon. There are two options that will increase how warm the characters are. Choosing stay longer warms the characters up a little, while choosing increased steam will warm them up a lot. As they warm up, the gauge will increase. Choose leave to depart the sauna. It's a minigame. Okay. The gauge will fill up as the unit gets warmer. The goal is to reach the black line, which indicates when a unit has become relaxed. If the units share a close bond, it's possible they'll become relaxed and glow even before the gauge reaches the black line. So once the green decreases all the way then? Or what? Characters that get too warm in the sun run the risk of overheating and getting dizzy. If this happens, the visit to the sun will end. Keep a close eye on how warm the characters are to prevent this from happening. If the protagonist leaves the sauna feeling refreshed and has a glow about him, they'll see improved results from faculty training or instruction. Both the protagonist and the guest are glowing and feeling refreshed, so both see bigger improvement in faculty training or instruction. Okay, that's a lot. I want to check, who all do I need to build support with? To do Felix, I've already done my stuff with Felix, so let's do Dedu. Why not? We also have a bunch of support, so let's enter the sauna with Dedu. Let's try it out. We're gonna stay longer. This is so strange, I'm gonna be honest. The dudes that got better heat resistance than I think. Oh, I can only do 3 total things in general. So... I don't know. This music is so weird, too. I feel like I'm gonna get dizzy if I do that. Okay, support points increased. Probably could have stayed in longer.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
I mean, I don't know about that. I feel like that my character would have gotten dizzy. Anyway. Oh, I unlocked support with them anyway. That works for me. Alright, so let's do some supports now, because we have a bunch of them to do. I kind of like them do them in an order. Oh man. Alright, you know what? Screw the order. Dedu and Sylvain.
Dedu, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain.
Yeah?
You are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
Good guy.
You do?
Not very good to the girls, but hey, I like that.
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Duscur conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats.
I think the Empire might have had something to do with it. Dun dun dun! It's probably not true. It could be true. We'll see. Maybe we'll learn actually more about the tragedy of Duscur and learn the actual truth when it comes to it and such at some point. It's interesting.
Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be?
Exactly.
Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me in Ferdiad, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Time and effort. Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well.
Man, there's part of me, I really like Sylvain. I do. Actually, I'm not going to say there's this part of me that doesn't. I really like Sylvain. He's a really good character, because he acts like he's not very smart. He's kind of a womanizer. But at the same time, he's incredibly smart, and he's a good dude, in most senses. So, anyways, next up we have Dedue and Mercedes.
Dear Goddess, please protect us.
Mercedes.
Oh, Dedue. Was there something you needed?
His Highness sent me to collect you.
I see. I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm almost finished here.
You were praying.
I was. Praying for everyone's safety, and praying for good desserts tonight, and that my next exam goes well.
The Fodlan goddess will accept prayers of any sort.
It's true. I've thought the same thing myself. That reminds me, Dedue. Weren't you born in Duscur?
Yes.
Do the people of Duscur pray to the goddess too?
Duscur had a very different view of religion.
Oh?
In Duscur, there were many gods. The sky had a god. The earth had a god. We made offerings to the war god for victory in battle. Held feasts for the sea god to calm the waves.
So your people prayed to different gods depending on what they needed?
Correct.
Your beliefs sound so different from ours. Tell me more.
Why? Duscur is a ruin.
Duscur may be gone, but you're still here. Would you tell me more about it the next time we meet?
If you insist.
Really? That would be great! I'm looking forward to hearing more soon.
Duscur is gone, but I'm still here.
Alright. Then we have Dedue and Ingrid.
Are you injured?
No.
Good.
Sometimes the pacing of this is kind of weird.
I'd have cut my way through, alone, without your assistance.
My apologies.
Your apologies are empty. I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry, Dedue. His Highness has put his faith in you. You're a valuable comrade, no matter my feelings. The people of Duscur,
Save your breath. There were countless people like you in the capital. People who spat, threw things, insults and stones alike, whenever they pleased. Their anger was natural. I do not begrudge them.
I see.
You owe me no apology, and I will keep my distance on all other occasions. But on the field of battle, allow me to aid you. If you were to fall, His Highness would grieve.
I see. Then I will accept your help on the battlefield.
Understood.
All right. Okay. I guess let's move on to Ingrid, because I do like having that whole continuity sort of thing.
Nightfall
Ingrid
already?
Mercedes.
Suppose I'd better wrap up.
Good work with your training today, Ingrid. Here's something to wipe up the sweat.
Whoa, Mercedes. Hi. Hello. How long have you been... Thank you.
You're very welcome. I've been here since you started.
Not long. Huh. Well, my apologies for not having noticed you. I get so caught up in training, you know. But why are you here? I can't imagine it was too terribly interesting watching me.
I disagree. I just couldn't help but admire your training technique. I have to say, you are very impressive. I'm nowhere near as graceful as you.
Graceful? I wouldn't say that, but thank you. If I'm to be honest, I'm the one who admires you.
Goodness me? How so?
You're always so put together. You hold yourself with such poise and have such a keen eye for fashion. I mean, even the handkerchief you handed me smells like... lavender, is it?
It's just lovely. That perfume is a favorite of mine. I'm so glad you like it.
Even the fact that you thought to put perfume on your handkerchief is delightfully foreign to me. I'd never have thought of that.
I'll gladly share some with you. You're welcome to come visit my room whenever you'd like. We can have tea and chat. How does that sound?
That sounds really nice. Yes. Sipping tea and having a chat. It's unlike me, but it sounds lovely.
From now on, we'll meet up whenever we have time. We can go right now if you're free.
Oh, no need to trouble yourself and rearrange things for me.
It's no trouble at all. You'll never know if you're the type who enjoys chatting over tea if you never try.
All right then.
All right. That was a weird noise that came in my throat. All right. All right. Next up, Mercedes and Felix.
Here you go, Felix. Have some tea.
Oh.
Sorry, but we're all out of cakes. Should I bake some more?
Please, don't.
Oh, your clothes are so dirty. Let me wash them for you.
Mercedes, what's wrong with you?
Mercedes.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just making tea. Is there something wrong with that?
You're not my mother. You don't have to bother with all this. I can do without it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. You just remind me so much of my little brother.
I do?
That expression.
Yes, his name is Emile. We have different fathers, but we grew up in the same household. That is, until I was about 8 or 9 years old. I haven't seen him since then.
Sorry to state the obvious, but I'm not your brother. I'm not Emile. Can't you find someone else to bother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll leave you alone. Please help yourself to more tea if you'd like. I can leave the pot. Goodbye.
I am me, Felix Hugo Fraldarius. There is no one else. Brother.
That probably has two connotations. I wonder if he's actually related to Well, never mind. I forgot that Felix's brother is dead. He died in the whatever, the tragedy Dusker, I believe, right? Anyway, Mercedes and Ash.
Oh no, this isn't right. Now what am I supposed to do?
What's the matter, Mercedes?
I accidentally made this food much sweeter than I wanted.
Let me taste it. Yeah, a little sweet. What if we try adding a few spices?
Huh? This is delicious! You're an amazing cook, Ash!
My dad used to own a restaurant. I helped out a lot around the kitchen, even as a little kid.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility to take on at an early age. No wonder you always work so hard. I might learn something if I watch you cook.
Well, no promises. I just have a little bit of experience, that's all. But look at you, you're great at baking cakes.
It's true that I'm quite good at baking, but I'm not the best when it comes to seasoning. Maybe it's because I don't like spicy food? It's tough to make food taste good when you don't enjoy it. I just had an idea. If the reason I can't cook spicy food is because I don't like it, then all I have to do is eat some spicy food. If I learn to like it, then I'll be better at making it, right?
I don't know, maybe. What makes you say that?
No, none of that matters. Once I've made a decision, I have to go with it. I'll make something spicy right away.
What are you, Markiplier?
Oh, this won't end well. If I leave her to it, she'll make an even bigger mess.
Hey Ash, which seasonings should I use? These ones?
Hold on, Mercedes. Let me show you. That one goes best with meat, but for stir fry, what you really want is this.
Alright. Let's see. Let's go to Mercedes next, and then Sylvain.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest, and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
That's a completely, 180 for Sylvain. That's a really good character. That's crazy. Alright, Ash and Dmitri.
This tent is torn. Can you please fix this one first, Ash?
Absolutely.
Sorry. I should probably take care of it myself, but we'd be here until sundown if I...
No problem at all. I've had lots of practice with things like this. Happy to help however I can.
Oh. Well, thanks. Actually, I'll fetch you something to make the job less of a burden. You like sweet things, right?
Well, yes. Sorry, no. I can't ask you to do that.
Ash, I've told you, there's no need to act like that.
I can't have someone from the royal family running errands for me. It doesn't feel right.
I really don't mind, so you needn't worry about that. And while I'm being candid, I'd prefer it if you didn't speak so formally to me. We're supposed to be allies. We fought side by side as equals, haven't we?
I know. But to commoners like me, you're royalty. Regular folks normally only lay eyes on someone like you once or twice in their whole lives.
I understand, I really do. When I ascend the throne, perhaps I should do a tour of each city.
What? No, that's not what I meant.
I'm at a loss. I wish to make things better, but I seem to only upset you more and more. That is certainly not my intention. Perhaps I should leave you be and take care of our shopping.
Please, I promise I'll go myself just as soon as I've finished with the tent.
Ash, enough! Okay. I have a question. Answer me this. I don't normally eat sweets. So what would you recommend?
Oh, well, if price isn't a concern for you, then you should go for the sugar candies. The ones they make in town are really delightful. Oh, Your Highness, please, you mustn't.
Got it. Sugar candies it is. I'll go and fetch some.
Your Highness, please come back. I'm so sorry. I'll make sure these repairs get done.
Oh, that's I like that. That's adorable. All right, Ash and Annette.
Oh, Ash, are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is. Hey, would you like to study together? We can help each other out if we get stuck.
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working together.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot? Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind. This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
It may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate. To start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications, if the ballista quarrels follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense, because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance... Oh, I think I see!
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege. This is tough. Numbers are not my strong suit. But this really is the sort of thing you have to know if you want to command troops.
That's true, but not everyone is good with numbers. That's why we have tacticians do these calculations for us, or prepare them before we go to battle. A century ago, the Empire's mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle of the Wall of Fodlan.
I had no idea. Hey, you really know what you're doing, Annette.
You think so?
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot of studying. I really admire that.
I suppose I have. Studying is a necessity if you want the advantage over your enemies. But necessity aside, it's nice to hear you say that.
Alright. Cool. I don't know. Next up, Ash and Sylvain.
Wow, Ash, training again? You're taking this whole night thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice? I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
What do you mean?
Win him over.
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ash. They don't have you. Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it
That was a
works.
weird little glitch.
Sylvain, don't go bothering people.
Hey there, cutie. You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy.
He's
My
gonna get
name's
smacked,
Sylvain.
right?
Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea? It must be fate that we met like this. I'd like to get to know you.
Damn it,
Great
Sylvain!
knight, huh? More like a great philanderer.
Yep.
Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women. No, I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
Okay. Alright, next up we have, let's see, is Felix and Sylvain the next one? Alright, we'll do Felix and Sylvain and then we'll finish up with Felix and Dmitri.
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dmitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
Ooh!
You're insatiable. Do you want to stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on. You know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Alright. Then finally, Felix and Dmitri.
Hello, Felix. I see you're here to train as well.
Go away. Just looking at your face makes me want to retch.
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Shut up. And stop walking around on your hind legs. You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy?
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims, how you watched them suffer. And your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it. That was our first battle. I remember it vividly. Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then. I suppose the Dmitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Dusker, along with my brother.
Perhaps you're right.
Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
Alright. I did not expect that one. It's funny. Oh, no. I talked to the wrong person. It's funny how this is a lost item, but it was literally like on the table right next to these guys. So there's that. And it's in a different place.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing swords.
You saw me get it.
If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
Nope. Alright, let's do our support with Dedu. Let's do it. Bum, 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 bum.
Did you want something?
Nothing in particular.
I see. If you have the time, then please assist me. I am to water the flowers in the greenhouse. Thank you. Only do not water the ones in that corner.
What kind of flowers are those?
They are from Dusker. They require a dry environment. The roots will rot otherwise.
They're beautiful.
Yes, they are. I owe you a debt of gratitude. In both the extracurricular activities here at the Academy and on the battlefield, your presence has been instrumental in the defense of His Highness. You have my sincerest thanks.
No problem. I think nothing of it. No worries.
To me, it is not nothing. Was there something else you wanted?
I'll go fetch the water.
Then please, excuse me.
He's difficult to hold a conversation with. Cool. Rodriguez here in the castle? Was this here the way it was before?
Professor, have you seen my son perchance? I have need of him.
It's probably a Blue Lions thing. He went out.
Is that so? That is too bad. I must ask him not to distract you, Professor, nor His Highness from the matter at hand.
Damn it, I should have said the other one. That would have probably boosted the relationship. I guess maybe I can't even build a relationship with it, but I want to be truthful because technically he's in the training grounds, not his quarters, but...
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Well, if we get it, you get to have it. So, there's that. Also, this is yours.
Oh, that's mine.
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall.
I have.
If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
I did. He was... I said that Felix was in the training grounds, but he wasn't. He's normally there, but he's not. He was here. I didn't even realize that. So I kind of did exactly what Felix wanted me to, without even realizing it, but that's yours.
Mine. Thank you.
You have helped me so much.
Okay, now I can use renown to pay for these, and they're mostly, holy crap, I have a lot of renown. Let's up Keyhole and Mendek. The one's Indek, that's what it is. I guess Indek is as high as everything else. We can max out most of these, actually. We can get very close, at least. Let's up Authority and...
You're all set.
You're all set.
This one? You're all set.
Thank you much. Okay, so I could...
This one?
Let's do it. We can use 10,000 more to get very close to nearing the end of these.
You're all set.
And then I'll save it until we can finish off the last, which we'll only need 10,000.
This one?
So we'll get there very close, very soon.
You're all set.
Cool.
See you again soon.
Thanks. I unlocked another sport with somebody. Flayn? It could be Flayn. Could be a lot of people, actually. Sup, Sedith?
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking for you.
Okay. Where is he?
It seems he has gone off somewhere.
Great.
If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around.
Okay. That's the quest. A visit to Gerald.
I have something to ask of you.
Take on more missions. Head on the battlefield. Okay.
I have something to ask of you.
Yep. Yeah, get that. Get out of here. Okay. Find Gerald and speak to him. Aye aye.
May I ask a favor of
Alright.
you?
Give them herbs to alleviate their issues. We'll deal with that.
Ask a favor of you?
Alright, get out. Alright, I get it. Now, yes. Invite Ray to join T. Let's do it. I have the points to spare. I'm probably going to do the Lance tournament as well, because I want to do that.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
I have no idea who I'm even going to marry in this run. There's no one person I actually like. I mean, there's only 3 girls in entirety of our houses, and I feel like they're better matched up with other people. Mercedes with Sylvain, Ingrid with Dmitri, and then Annette with Dedu. So I don't know what else I'm going to do. Okay, anyway. Things find romantic, favorite sweets. Oh, shit. Okay. I have no idea what RHEA would like. But thanks for everything, evaluating allies. Thanks for everything. Yeah. That one was the easy one. The existence of Crest, the ideal professor, a new gambit. Okay. I'm like so nervous every single time. You know?
Have confidence. I truly believe you can lead your students down the right path.
That took a while. Oh, yes! Yes! Okay. Banter. She's like glaring at me. A nod. I'm trying to do this. I'm like, X. Oh, what?
This crown is rather elaborate, but it has been passed down through generations of archbishops.
Interesting.
What do you think?
Is that actually a thing?
It will be nice to gain a...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip what she's saying.
What? This crown is rather elaborate, but it has been passed down through generations of archbishops.
You're right. I also don't like how it focuses like on a point right there. Like literally right here. I don't know why that's the point.
I see.
I don't like that it snaps either.
Is that so? Of course.
So does this do anything at all? I don't know what the whole
It will be nice to gain a better understanding of each other.
Sure. Alright. What we're waiting for. Okay.
Of course.
I don't know what you like.
I appreciate this.
Sure. Works for me. Okay.
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
Cool. Thanks for coming to tea, RHEA.
I appreciate your effort.
Sweet. Someone dear to me. You barely know me. Like, that's the truth. Is we barely know each other. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go talk to these people.
Oh, Professor, he was talking with...
Did we ever find Gerald? I didn't mean to skip through what she was saying.
Oh, I can't remember. We're back. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is?
Sure.
Very well.
I actually know where it is, but you return Gerald's whereabouts. You can view his location on the map. Yeah, we're going over there right now. I actually am gonna end up getting my support with whoever it is before that happens. I also didn't realize we get to learn about this early. But let's... Felix. Oh, okay. We've done Felix's support. I think we got to A with him, so... we're gonna skip this. Cool. Support's done with Felix. Now let's go talk to Gerald. Hey, Dade.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
Why is her grave here?
Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
That's sweet.
Well done. You have my thanks.
So I wonder what happens if you don't do that. Do you just not get to have that moment with Gerald? It's quite possible.
No.
Hey, the blacksmith's finally open. Find the iron welding material and give it to the blacksmith. Okay.
I could use your help.
Sure.
Knew I could count on you.
Cool. Now we get the blacksmith.
Hey there.
I found the blacksmith. Where did I get money from? Oh, I was using Renown earlier. Never mind. Wait, can I? Wait, I can straight up upgrade weapons now? Wow. Interesting. Very cool. Alright, we'll forge this iron bow. It might be cheaper than actually buying an iron bow. I have no idea. But we're doing it anyway. I can make it an iron sword plus, bro.
There you go.
I literally couldn't just repair it. I'm forging it. I'm an idiot, that's why. Duh. That makes sense now. I was not paying attention. It doesn't really hurt anything. Spends a little extra smithing stones, a little extra money, but it's not a bad idea. At least all these things I forged were things that people were already holding. And not just stuff that was broken.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Paranoid Stoof. Okay, that's probably about it. Alright, tournament time. We're gonna let's see. Well, Sylvain will get his one soon, so his thing soon. So we'll let Dmitri do it. Oh, he's up against Hill. Oh, I guess it is against actual. That's right. They did say in-house tournament, right?
You never had a chance.
Good job, Dmitri. Sweet. Next up against Bernie. Oh, she does not do a lot of damage. Poor Bernadetta. I love you, but I'm sorry, you're gonna have to lose.
You never had a chance.
You're up against my best lance user. Alright, next up is against Lorenz.
I must stay focused.
Sweet. Alright. Now I can use... I have 2 of these, so we might as well use one now. And we can use one before the finals if we really need it. He'll take a couple hits, so we might as well. Wonder who he's gonna face in the finals. Ferdinand, that makes sense. But he's gonna destroy Ferdinand. I'm sorry, Ferdinand. I love you. I miss having you.
Over already.
Woo woo! Dmitri kicks ass. Do 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 do. We got an intermediate seal. Nice. 300 grand. Oh, I was actually thinking that we were gonna get a a lance. I thought we were getting a steel lance plus, but I think that Dmitri already has that. Wait, I have another sport with somebody. I have a sport with RHEA? Where is that? I'm gonna have to find that. Wait, can I just do it from the menu? Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not?
Where are we? We're in your room.
There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with RHEA. It's just me.
Understood.
Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
He never mentioned you. It's the truth.
Oh dear, how heartless of him. In any case, let us endeavor to become closer from here on out.
Sure. I don't have a choice to go
Since
against
you're
you.
here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew?
Sure.
By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you?
To be fair, my character...
When I first met Gerald,
Okay.
he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point.
Was he 18?
On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago.
I mean, it's true.
And also...
Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Alright. I imagine we're probably going to end up getting close to RHEA, because we're going to have more than just part 1 to get to know her, I think. Like, it would make sense, because we're not siding against her with Blue Lions. I don't have a choice in that matter, actually, but... Fish Bounty Special! Who all do I want to invite to have... I don't know, actually. If I can, I might invite RHEA if I can. I can't. Or is she not like the... I can't invite her, okay. So, I guess I won't. There's part of me that wants to actually attempt to recruit some of the girls from, Golden Deer, just to have them. Well, I mean, I'd still have to be able to build support with all of my characters with them. So, I'm like at this point, I'm probably picking like amongst like in all reality, such as the knights and the female knights and RHEA. That's probably where, or Manuela, someone else that's not one of the actual students at this point. That's probably where I'm sitting. But also, I don't know who I want to invite to build support with. Let's invite Flane and Catherine. Why not? Probably should have invited. Nah, all my students have
This
stuff.
is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
Yeah, you like fish.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody.
Let's go fight somebody. Alright, well there we go. We're done exploring for the day, I believe. I'm gonna fast travel somewhere just in case we unlock support with someone else. We did not. Alright, we're done. On to training.
Let me ask you something.
Sure. I've been trying to win this heart of this girl, but none of the fancy gifts or sweet things to tell have worked. Do you know any secret dating tricks I can use to win her heart? Stay for a while so she starts to miss you. Try having a deeper conversation with her, or clean up your act. Try have a deeper conversation.
Yeah, okay. I see that.
Yeah, he wanted the top one would be what he would actually want. Now that nearly got me up to level. Yes! Without a doubt, go sniper.
It all makes sense now.
Oh, Ingrid went up in lances, and she also went up in flying actually due to the training thing, whatever it is, the group task. So that's cool. Okay, so I stopped the capture because the first part, it was getting a long point. We hadn't even gotten past the exploring month yet when it was very long, so I decided to cut it right before then. Apparently I forgot to start recording before I did the next battle, which honestly is not that big of a deal because it was not the off-screen battle, but it was the battle of Magdred Way where we just had to beat those bandits so that we could get the shopkeepers. It's frustrating that it didn't actually record because I was commentating and talking about it the entire time, but I just realized that the thing wasn't spinning. I'm like, wait, it's supposed to be spinning. And it's like, shit, it wasn't recording it. So that did not get recorded. I apologize. Nothing really happened. And I got MVP. Everyone but Ash got to level 10. Anna might not have got to level 10, but at least everyone but those two is up to at least level 10. I'm up to 11, so is Ingrid. But unfortunately, we lost that little bit. So, sorry. Sylvain has unlocked his budding talent of reason. Would actually kind of make sense for him, if you think about it. He just got another perfect.
I thought this was a test.
Very nice.
Professor?
He wants to focus on lance and riding to excel his cavalry. Sure. The only axe I really have he uses the hand axe. Whose birthday? Leonie's birthday. Happy birthday! I don't know anything about Leonie. I'm gonna give her flowers. Probably could have done a tea party, but that's fine.
Each new experience is
Dmitri went up in authority.
Am I making progress?
Annette went up in... Is that reason? Probably. Reason or faith. She got Sagittae.
I'm getting better.
Anna went up in swords. Very nice. She's already a B? Holy shit, and that's a B! Oh my... I guess everyone else is really close. They're all C+. So there's that. And then you have me, who is an absolute force to be reckoned with in the battlefield, but does not have that great of stats. So there's that. Anyway, we got merchant military and bandits. Cool. I could do another battle. I was thinking of doing some exploring to get up my actual stats, and then to maybe go buy stuff to be able to give to people to boost relationship and such.
This one, yes?
Alright, we're gonna buy spices.
I think
the
this
board
one,
game.
yes. I think
Tea
this
leaves.
One, yes. I think
Training
this
weight.
One, yes. I think this
Stylish
one,
hair
yes.
clip.
I think this one, yes.
Whetstone.
I think this
Hunting
one, yes.
dagger.
I think
Shut
this
up,
one,
please. Gemstone beads.
I think
And then the fishing float.
this one, yes. I think
Sell this bouillon. Get some money back.
Thank you.
Do I have other things that I can sell?
One
Thank you.
This one?
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 Thank you.
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff here we can buy.
You have a good eye.
Coffee beans,
You have a good
ceremonial
eye.
sword,
You
got a
have good
statuette,
eye.
Legends
You
of
have a
Chivalry.
good eye.
I'll buy as
You
many
have
as I
a good
can.
eye.
Running
You
boots,
have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A
the
pleasure.
handkerchief,
You have a
watering
good
can.
eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Great, and I still have a decent amount of money left. That's good. We have some supports as well. Mercedes and Dmitri. And as well as Annette, so let's do that. Mercedes and Dmitri.
My goodness. Sword training again today? Don't overdo it, alright?
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful! I would probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
You're right. I completely forgot that's coming up. What should I do?
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the training ground much.
Why didn't you say something sooner if you were so worried about me?
It didn't occur to me that you could have forgotten. But you're right. I should have mentioned it. As an apology, why don't you let me help you with your swordsmanship?
You would do that for me? I'd really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on time, we may have to overdo it a little.
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
It's settled. Let's begin. Don't tell me you've forgotten how to hold a sword. We have our work cut out for us.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it. I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
She a natural?
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just meant to swing the sword. I
Oh.
didn't think it would go flying like that. I'm impressed with how quickly you can dodge.
Yes, I know you didn't intend to murder me, though that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fighting thing.
Nah.
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up. The first time I picked up a sword, I was much like you. It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
That's true.
Do you really think so? Thank you, Dmitri. It's very kind of you to... Oh! There's a rip in your cuff, Dmitri. How do you think...
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
I'm the one who tore it, so I'll be the one who mends it. How does that sound?
No, please don't worry yourself over it. Just focus on your exam.
Alright. Oh wow, Dmitri and that's kind of funny how it's like this triangle. Alright, Annette next. Mercedes and Annette.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour.
For shame!
This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
What? Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Run!
Oh. That's sweet. I mean, they should know that their professor doesn't actually get angry. Anyway, finally, Annette and Dmitri.
Good morning, Your Highness. Getting in some early training, huh?
Oh, it's not too terribly early. And what about you?
Oh, I'm just going for my morning walk. Hey, maybe you'd like to join me. It's a great way to start the day.
Morning walk? Funny. Gustav always kept the same habit. You really do remind me of your father, Annette.
I hear that a lot.
His name is Gustav.
Father
not
was
Gilbert.
always busy with work, so he wasn't around much.
Or
But when he was home, he'd often take me with him for his walks.
never mind.
Annette, something's been weighing on me. Something I've done terribly wrong. Your father, he worked tirelessly. I don't know if I ever saw him take a rest. I feel as though, in a way, we stole him from you.
I'll admit, it was a bit lonely growing up. But I understand. Father loved his work. No one ever doubted that. Actually, I've been thinking recently that I'd like to talk to you more, Your Highness.
Oh? Any reason in particular?
Father was a man of few words, both with myself and my mother. But sometimes he would tell me about you. So, you don't really feel like a stranger to me. In a way, it's like I've known you for a long time. Almost as though you're my big brother.
Your big brother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I let that slip out. That was rude of me.
No, nonsense. I promise you, I don't mind at all. It's certain that my days would have been filled with more fun if I'd had a little sister like you. What kind of things did Gustav tell you about me? I'd love to hear more on this topic.
Do you really want to know? Well, for one, he used to tell this story about when you were a child and...
You know what? Never mind. I have a bad feeling about where this is going. How about you forget we had this talk altogether? And don't mention it to anyone.
Also, I realize Gustav is actually probably like the actual father of her house and would have been her father. It was technically her adopted stepfather. That's the word. Yeah. Anyway, that's about all. It just got deathly quiet. So I just went and gave out a shit ton of gifts, and we unlocked a support with someone. I believe it's Flame, because I ended up giving. It is indeed. I had 2 forget-me-nots. That's apparently her favorite flower. So I gave them both to her. Pretty cool stuff. That's literally what I've been spending the last 20 minutes doing, is looking through this list and giving all of my items to people that I'd like to, and built a lot of support with a lot of people. We already did Flames, though.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time?
It's been a while, so we'll go with it. Certainly.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you.
Indeed. Oh, why is that?
Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery. I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
A few times, yes.
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still.
Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same.
What are you talking about exactly?
About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power.
That's true.
My brother is uncertain of you, however. He referred to you as a youth of dubious origin.
Indubitably.
Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
I don't actually know.
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
Probably not. How old are you?
Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
You look younger than the others.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, I have actually been considering enrolling in the academy myself, but my brother will not allow it. He is a touch overprotective at times. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Okay, see ya, Flame. We gotta do one more thing before we can move on to the actual battle. And I don't even know if I'm gonna take that on right now in this recording. We'll see what happens. We gotta do some gardening. So let's get all these flowers. We got a rose and a daffodil. We got 6 roses. Perfect timing for this, actually. We got more adjutants and more monthly funds for activities and master classes. Nice. Oh, we just now unlocked adjutants. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. I can plant one of all 3 of these. Let's do it. Let's cultivate with scatter bone meal. It's a lot of money, but let's do it. Alright, who the fuck likes roses? Only Lorenz actually likes roses. That's funny. What else did I get? What was the other flower? I forgot. Nobody likes daffodils. Cool. Alright. Anyways, I'm done.